put on those seatbelts for me, guys. It is very important that you do so right now. Made you look, guys. There are no seatbelts on this ride, but that is why it is so important to stay seated. We do not want anyone falling overboard and becoming crocodile bait. We're starting our tour off with Rocky the Water Buffalo. Rocky stands at 6 feet tall. He weighs 350 pounds and is constructed of 310,000 Lego bricks. He's got a son, you know, and every morning when he sends him off to school, he turns to him and he says, "Bye, son." Coming up on the right-hand side is everyone's favorite mama and papa tortoises to be, Bob and Gertrude. That's right, friends, Bob and Gertrude have been waiting 23 years for those eggs to hatch. I know tortoises like to take things slow, but this seems a little excessive to me. Up next, we're heading towards the construction zone. If you look off to the left-hand side, you will see our newest friend, Elijah the elephant. As you can see, he loves splashing about, playing in the water, but I don't think he's seen us, so friends, I do have some bad news. If you're sitting in a gray seat, prepare to get wet, and if you're sitting on the left-hand side, prepare to get soaked.
Baby is not wet, I told you to. Go back and see if it's a wet room.
I'm just kidding, guys. No one's getting wet on my tour, unless, of course, your neighbor decides to throw you over the side. We're heading towards the African coast now, and I'd like you to meet a very special friend of mine, Elsie the elephant. Elsie stands at 7 feet tall and is constructed of 282,000 Lego bricks. She's a very friendly elephant, and she loves to meet new people, so let's all wave. Hi, Elsie! You may think that's water coming out of her trunk, but I promise you, it's not. What's that, Elsie? Oh my goodness, folks, she's right. The Dino construction crew went on their break too early and they just left poor Steve hanging. We're coming, Steve, hold on.
Get Steve, guys. Who's gonna help Steve?
I got it, just hang on. Whoa!
I wouldn't worry too much about Steve, friends. He's been hanging on for 23 years. I don't think he's gonna let go anytime soon. You had to be expecting at least one Lego joke, right? Our master model builders have created a wonderful world tour for me to take you all on, and that's going to start right up ahead on the left-hand side with London, England. As we approach, you will see the London Eye and the Elizabeth Tower. Fun fact about the Elizabeth Tower, the bell inside is called Big Ben, not the tower itself. Fun fact about our tower, the time on the clock face is actually accurate. I have heard that if you actually go to England, it is one of the wettest countries in the world. But that's just because the Queen hasn't reigned there for so many years. Up next, we're approaching the Lionsgate Bridge. Each of those large lions on top is constructed of 17,000 Lego bricks, and I'm not lying about that. But here at the Coast Cruise, we do have another name for this bridge. That's right, friends, we like to call it the Waffle Bridge. Now, if you cannot quite figure out why we call it the Waffle Bridge, well, I'm afraid it's just gonna go right over your heads. Up next, we'll visit India and the Taj Mahal. The real Taj Mahal was constructed in the 17th century. It took 22,000 workers over 20 years to build. Ours did not take quite so long or so many people. It only took 143,000 Lego bricks. Wow. Here at the Coast Cruise, we like to call it the Taj Mahal. And that's because it's not very Taj Mahal. We're sailing away from India and heading towards Paris, France, and the Eiffel Tower. Bonjour, everybody. The real Eiffel Tower was built in 1889. It stands at 1,000 feet tall, 10,000 tons. Ours is not quite so tall or so heavy. Ours is 17 feet tall and is constructed of 117,000 Lego bricks. It has been said that if you actually go to Paris and you go all the way to the top of the tower, you're sure to get quite an eyeful of the city. We're saying au revoir to Barrie and heading to the Black Hills of South Dakota, where we have our Mount Rushmore. There's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, plus 2 hit presidents if you look very carefully. The faces take a total of 230,000 Lego bricks to make. I know that George has been having just a little bit of trouble hearing lately, so it looks like he's getting his ears cleaned today.
Oh, come on, Lincoln. Where's your sense of humor? It's been 7 years since you said something funny, Teddy. And it'll be 4 years until you do again. Just ignore them, George. What?
Did you guys spot those two hidden presidents? Well, look on top of Mount Rushmore. It's the Bushes. Thank you, friends. I'll be here till 6. Please send help. We're heading towards Miniland, USA now, where we have models of San Francisco, Las Vegas, New York, and a few other places. Dead ahead of us is our lovely Lady Liberty. Our Statue of Liberty stands at 6 feet tall and is constructed of 122,000 Lego bricks. Behind her is the New York Manhattan City skyline, which took approximately 8 million Lego bricks to make, and that's including the Manhattan and Brooklyn bridges. All of Miniland takes a grand total of 60 million Lego bricks to make. It's a really cool area to check out if you haven't seen it. I highly suggest finding some time to just kind of wander about and check out all the sights while you're here in the park. On the far side of the Brooklyn Bridge, we have Duck Island. Normally you can find a few ducks just lounging about on the island, but when they are not lounging, well, they can often be found stalking through the streets of Miniland, terrorizing the citizens as they pretend to be Duckzilla. In a moment, we'll be passing back under the Lionsgate Bridge. Now, friends, I do have another waffle-themed joke for you all. What do you call a waffle that has been dropped on the beach? Well, you call it a San Diego. We're approaching the New England Harbor now. The New England Harbor is a very active area. You're never quite sure what you're going to see on that shoreline, so do keep those eyes peeled. Uh-oh. It looks like Gulliver tried to go for a swim and he got himself into a little bit of trouble. Hopefully those guys on the shore can help him out. You know, upon closer inspection, I don't think it's anything a little plastic surgery won't be able to fix. I'm sure he'll be just fine. Well, friends, we have made it to the end of the tour, and we have the Octopus Band here to see us off. They're constructed of 288,000 Lego bricks. We've got Paul McSharkey on the guitar and Ringo Starfish on the clams. And yes, they are playing in an octopus's garden.